Good to see you guys.
What's up, Coach?
Good to see you.
Good. Monday Night Football at home. Special for the home opener to be Monday Night Football. When's the last time it was hosted here?
We've never had Monday Night Football.
There we go. Let's set it off the right way. All right. We got Tampa has a very experienced special teams coordinator in Thomas McGahee. He goes by T-Mac. He was in New York for a very long time, a couple of regimes. That's the Giants. And since coming to Tampa, call it through the Brady, this is just my observation, through the Brady years, like the roster has really this year taken off on special teams. They've gotten a lot better, and they obviously set their team up for success, scoring points last weekend with a nice return by Cameron Johnston there. And the coverage players, they might look different than some. You got some tight ends, fullback size, outside linebackers, Keeft, Marquise on the one side. Down the core, though, Miller, their personal protector. He's kind of like a Justin Watson, and he plays football the right way. Our assistant special teams coach, Will Burnham, coached one of their gunners at Kansas State, Josh Hayes, who's flying around. They're one of their most disruptive players on kickoff. So for us to be successful, we have to control field position. We got to make sure we're winning the field position both on kick return, and, of course, nullifying yards against a dangerous returner on punt. So excited for Monday Night Football. If you can't tell, let's ask some questions. Let's go.
Jalen Noel, a couple returns on punts for 20 yards. What did you see from him as far as catching it and getting up the field?
Yep, thought the first and foremost, setting on the ball with confidence. Ask a young guy to go back first day on the job, and he's done that repeatedly in practice, showed up in the game doing that. Always room for, I'd say, just rookie improvement decision-making, but we had a nice little kind of a gray area backed up punt that he brought us out past the 25 or right there past the 20-yard line. That's valuable field position for your play calling, being outside of the 15. And we were able to get that and, had a nice little chance on it. Thought our blocking both phases strained very well, and our returners need to take advantage of that. He did a great job. Looking forward to seeing more.
Coach Kirby doesn't get a lot of work throughout the preseason and, as far as training camp is concerned. What does it mean to see him come into the game like he did last week with the consistency that he had with the field goals?
Yeah, great job, great operations. I thought with snap, hold, kick, always on point. Even more importantly, one of our keys to that game specifically a week ago against LA was they have an aggressive field goal block unit. Blocked the cut, knocked a few down last season, and I thought we were nice and firm and stout inside, both guard, all the way from the guard tackle all the way to the end wing. So thought overall the picture was a great jumping and launching point for week one. And then, 15 went back there and did his job and did it well. So we're going to need that. Anytime you're going against a high-powered offense, Tampa Bay, Rams a week ago, you get into scoring range, we've got to shoot it and we've got to score. So well done there. Looking forward to seeing more of that.
Do you expect for lack of a better term, the ground balls that land in the landing zone,
Yes.
trying to get into the end zone? Do you expect that to be how a lot of teams try to operate with this kickoff rule?
Absolutely, and I think just doing radio last week, we had talked about that with those guys, Vandy and John, and just we have to be short stops. So we all know what happened, right? The ball's, skipping through the ground there. We've got to be short stops. Watching around the league, the ball was all over the turf, whether it was handled poorly or more efficiently by certain players across the league. That's what's going to be an effort by the kicker, to try and get the ball on the ground. It lets your kickoff team go early, kickoff team take off earlier. So we've got to maximize our timing. So stop that ball right away, catch it out of the air when you can, clean sets, dig it off the ground like a shortstop as much as we can. We've got to be better there. Okay? Guys, go ahead and get in the locker room. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Locker room's open, guys.